Yeah, we're live. Right?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Live.
I checked audio. We're good.
Oh, okay. So, it's been a couple weeks. So,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
All right, let's just start it off then. Hi, I'm Dean Baker with PostFX Digital Studios. Why did I say that? Boy, I'm out of touch here. Welcome to another edition. It's right there above us. Modern Day Thrive. I am your host, Dean Baker. PostFX Digital Studios is one of my businesses, and I'm a filmmaker and a editor, producer, writer of television shows, and director, and
Investor.
investor of money making opportunities, and smart ass, all kinds of things, So anyway, Modern Day Thrive. And again, my counterpart the screen next to me here is George. George, how you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
You've been traveling a little bit.
I have. I saw my mom.
That is your thing. You've been traveling. Seeing
I
family.
got a couple stories there that I'll throw in here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time. You probably saw some of the videos I uploaded, so, or if you didn't, they're there.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay.
I don't think I did.
Oh, you would have mentioned it then. Yeah, okay.
I would have mentioned it. No, I'm not sure I did. You posting on Facebook is like, I don't know, seeing a white elephant, walking down the street,
like 10 things. Come on.
What's that?
I posted like 10 things.
You know what?
All in one night.
You just don't show up. Are we even friends on Facebook?
That's what I'm wondering.
I'm wondering that now too, since you said you're posting stuff and I've never seen anything. It's weird. So, okay, you've been traveling. All right, so great. Let me, I'm gonna, sorry. Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm checking sound too, and wonderful. I'm gonna hit So let's talk about. First of all, are you in the full program? I mean, or are you just kind of
the full program? You know what? I just clicked on your link that you sent me. I didn't.
Yeah. So okay. I want to encourage anybody that's watching to like, follow, and share this webcast. Modern Day Thrive is about small business. It's about large business. It's about multiple streams of income. It's about side hustle. It's about working for yourself. It's about being your own bank.
Yes.
It's about loving what you do. So many things like that. It's about living small. You don't need to live so big. It's about not being in debt up to your eyeballs. And it's about getting there. It's if you're part of any of those things that, you shouldn't be doing, it's about getting to where you should be. Right?
Absolutely.
And George and I, for the last 100 or more episodes, have been, before by the early part of the pandemic, we were about survival, right?
Yeah.
In fact, we even deemed the show Modern Day Survival. And, What that was how to live within your means. And at the
Hmm.
pandemic, it was, well, there goes that paycheck, or there
Yeah,
goes
right.
all my clients, my customers that have to, are living through a mandatory shutdown
Yeah, yeah.
and all
Trade
those
shows,
things.
all that good stuff disappeared.
So whether you're in a business and you're reliant on clients, whether you're at a mall, you have a store in a mall, and now the mall is closed because all the businesses are closed because the government shut you down.
Yeah.
All that income is, and people are just, they were afraid. Now they're not so afraid anymore. Um, so, we started this program on survival, right?
Yes,
We were
absolutely.
about, well, let's start cutting the fat. Okay, what was the fat? The fat
Start with your
was
cable. Start
your
with.
cable television,
Mhm.
all those extra streaming channels. You might want to cut one of those.
Start adding
Just
up.
just cut one. Because you're home a lot now. You're going to be watching a lot more TV. Okay, and get you a digital antenna, and now you don't need cable anymore because now you can watch all local TV if you're within 100 miles with
I'm
a 20.
surprised on what they did pick up. They pick up a lot.
They do. You based on the antenna and the height of the antenna, you can.
Hmm.
It's the old school. Put an antenna on your house.
Yeah.
Antennas have been coming off houses for years, and now they're putting them back on. Why?
Yeah.
Because TV channels went digital probably like 20 years ago, and then they figured out, well, you can buy a $20 antenna, put it on top of your TV, rabbit ears.
Yeah. The
That's where it
technology
came
is.
from, rabbit
Yeah.
ears.
Yep.
It had two little ears that come off the top of the TV right here, and you used
Yeah.
to walk over there and have to bend them in a certain way. Then somebody would put aluminum foil on them to see if you can, and then you're holding it and kicking a leg up, trying to get better reception on I Love Lucy or something like
They've
that.
gotten much better at the technology, though. I mean, now it's just a pad.
Well, now it's a
You know.
digital transmission. Now it's digital.
Yeah.
It's zeros and ones going through the airwaves.
Yeah.
And it's fairly clean, meaning
It is.
you can pick up channels 100 miles away.
And I think I can pick up Tampa from here, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, there are Tampa stations, broadcast stations that are transmitting, and you can actually pick their channels up. So if you're within any metropolitan area, you're going to have access to half a dozen TV channels
Yeah.
that, well, you might not have it if you live out in the sticks,
Yeah. Yeah.
like more than
Possible.
100 miles from any,
Yeah.
and that's hard to do because I
Yeah.
think 100 miles, I think just about, the FCC grants licenses for
Mm.
transmitters to be
Yeah.
placed.
Yeah.
So anywhere where there's, I doubt that there's 100 miles, more than 100 miles in between TV stations.
Probably not.
And when you've got a country that's that big, that's a lot of TV stations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So this is the world we've lived in, and our grandparents have lived in years and years and years. TV stations are everywhere, which means, some of their programs going to be the same, some of it's going to be different. Anyway, this, a lot of people don't know. What do you mean free television? Where's the
Yeah.
cable? Where's the cable cord? No, we cut those. We cut the cable, and now we can listen. We can watch television, and now those channels are split. So channel 2 in Orlando is now 2.1,
Mhm.
2.2,
Yeah.
2.3, 2.4. So now they've got 4 or 5 channels. So they can have a channel that's all Spanish speaking.
Yeah.
They can have an all weather channel, which they do. They can have they can take all their content that they have licensed to do and just run a movie channel.
Hmm.
And if you have rabbit ears, you can flip through and go, wow, hey, there's Gunsmoke from the
Oh,
70s.
yeah. There's a lot of mystery stuff on too.
Yeah,
I found
yeah,
uh,
yeah. There's all kinds of stuff on there, and just stuff has just been springing up. More and more channels are being added every day because people don't want to pay somebody. People don't even have internet can actually watch television for free.
mhm. Yeah.
So, that being said, survival mode. We're saving money on our cable bill, increasing our internet speeds,
Yeah.
and then from that point on, we're what else can we cut corners on? You start a recycling program.
Oh, yeah. I mean, pretty much. I keep bins available.
Yeah.
just so I could, instead of throwing it away, you
And,
take it apart.
and you're not just throwing stuff in the recycle bin. You can actually collect stuff like
Yes.
copper,
Copper wire,
you know.
even just cords. Anything
Yeah.
that's got a cord on it, just
Yeah.
cut
There's
its ends
wire in
off
it.
and
Yeah.
put it inside of a bin. It's worth a lot of money.
And you can take it somewhere and they'll give you coins. They'll give you dollars, whatever it's, yeah, that's a terrific.
Sometimes it can take a while to build up, but
it's one of many
one
things
things,
that you can collect. If you found
Sure.
you have to get to retrain yourself to think, if I saw a quarter on the floor, would I pick it up?
Yeah, I do.
I know you do.
I do.
Sometimes I don't. The pennies I might leave alone unless you're fond of good luck. Is it heads up? No.
Yeah.
A nickel, a dime. You see it? Someone else dropped it. Why not? I've got a coin jar that has been building for years.
Uh-oh.
And, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to deal with this because I
Yeah.
can't just go to the bank. They're going to want me to roll it. They're going to want me to. But you can find those little vending machines. You dump all your coins in and it spits out a number. You take it to the it's usually at like a supermarket. You dump it all in and they give you a ticket and you go up there and they'll give you the cash. Okay.
Oh, do
great.
they? I thought that it was like
There are some that do it. I've seen some Walmart neighborhood stores that I've taken coins there too, and you just dump it in. It counts everything. So
Yeah.
as opposed to just spending the time. Now they take a percentage.
Yes.
They do take a percentage.
I used to just collect it up. My wife would just give it to me in a bag, and I take it to the restaurant and go, "You guys need change?" And you're like, "Oh, I'll take that."
Yeah, let them count it.
And they cash it out for me. Yeah, usually that's how.
Sure. There isn't, banks are less and less apt to want your money. They don't want change. Even if it's rolled, then they have to think about, is there really pennies in there or slugs? I don't know. It's just, it seems so they'll take your money and convert it. I'm like, so I guess these vending machines that will just count your money and give you, I'd love to have a Bitcoin vending machine, just dump in all my coins it's just coming out of my pocket and give them my Bitcoin thing and boom, it sends it right to me. I would love that. But that doesn't exist. You're muted, George, or something. Yeah, you're muted. I hear you not.
There we go.
There you go. You're back. I saw your lips moving, but nothing was there. So
I didn't even hit anything. That's weird. Something did pop up, but I get that a lot of time when I'm there. But I guess because of the way we're audioed, it doesn't affect me. But
we're gonna do
so
the
at the
hide.
At the I think it was the DMV. They had a Bitcoin ATM. So I wonder if you can actually do that there. I don't know.
Huh? I don't know.
I don't know how it works. I've never tried doing it because
yeah. Well, those numbers are kind of big.
Who's gonna remember your number?
Yeah.
I wonder how that does work. I don't know.
894273687211359.
Incorrect.
That's not a real number, folks. So you're not gonna steal my Bitcoin. So yeah, I would love for a way to make it easy for me to take all that coin that comes out of my pocket and.
Why not, right?
Yeah. I remember that Seinfeld episode when Kramer had a pocket full of change and decided to buy a sub or something like that. And the guy just like, I'm not taking all that. Someone's got to count it. Coins. So why not? Let's just let's dumb down all of our coins to one coin.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There you go. There's,
They've been
one
talking
coin.
about getting rid of the penny, didn't they?
They should. It's pointless. Let's go ahead. Let's melt it all down and use the copper for something else. It's pointless to have pennies. It's pointless to have nickels. Most other countries don't have any monetary, probably smaller than 20 cents or a quarter or something like that. I don't know if that's true or not. So don't anyone watching on there just say, yeah, you're full of crap. But it seems like a waste. The post office seems like a waste. Why? Sorry. The post office, the only mail I get because everything's online. The only mail I get lately has been
Political.
political.
Yeah.
I'm throwing away piles of political stuff, and
I'm getting the same ones. They're
you
like
got
repeats.
you got one candidate that says the other candidate eats live puppies,
Yeah.
or refuse to sign that, eating live puppies is wrong. Failed to stop others from eating live puppies,
Yeah.
and therefore he's a bad person.
And you shouldn't vote for
Or
them.
she's a bad person. I don't want to get too specific here because I'm not
Yeah.
here to, just propagate propaganda. And that's all it is, propaganda. I'm not saying it's true, but if enough people say it's true,
It must be true.
maybe there's something. Wow, really? That reminds me of another movie with Michael Douglas called The American President. And he was rerunning his campaign for a second term. And the other character, his opponent, was Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
And he was spewing out something about the president's girlfriend. And he was, yeah. And basically he said, well, seems like earlier in her career, she was taking money for sexual favors. And you dismiss it if you hear it once. But
Yeah.
then if you hear it 2 or 3 times, of course, you didn't say heard it from the same person 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Then it must be something there. But I'm not saying it's true. But I'm saying that,
We're talking about it.
and it's not even this way. A friend of mine ran for Senate. I don't know, 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I talked to him. You met him. We did a podcast for him last year, 2 years ago, whatever. Did a podcast for him. I'm not going to call him out, but
Gotcha.
and he was like, I ran, and why would I ever do that again? It was brutal. People just make stuff up. And of course you see you go to the mailbox and you see the flyers, and one I saw our governor's rerun, they made him seem like Top Gun, like he's they made a Top Gun flyer for the governor. And I was like, and I thought that was funny. I was like, okay, so yes, I know he's a former military, but I don't think he was ever a Top Gun pilot, but okay, let's, the only thing, these slam campaigns that are going on, the only thing I'm not hearing, how you would hear the actual candidate saying, I approve this message?
Yeah.
We're not hearing that anymore.
I didn't. Yeah, I haven't been reading them because I get so many of them anymore. But
even on the radio, when they do radio ads, when they do video TV ads on between YouTube and this, that, and the other,
you're scared to
you
sign
see
it?
these horrible shameful ads against one candidate or another, and you never hear the words, "This is blah blah blah," and I approve this message. Why? Because it's hateful. It's propaganda. It's just a rotten way to try and win an election.
Not true.
And they're not. I don't really believe. I know the candidates, they're okay with it.
Yeah.
But they're not publicly saying they're okay with it.
Yeah.
Meaning do they really approve it? Yeah, they probably do. If it helps them win.
God, where did I hear this? May have been someone on one of the news shows. They were talking about the standards that political advertising has to follow, and it doesn't have to meet any of the other criteria that a certain advertisement that you would send out to somebody does, like the truth in lending and that kind of stuff, where you got to be telling the truth. Apparently it just doesn't have that, so you can say whatever you want. And there's no recourse.
And they do, and here's, I heard one, it was, he failed to stop gun violence or something like that. I'm like, really? I didn't know it was all on that guy.
Yeah.
So he failed to stop something. All right. So if you're going to campaign and say, this is my ticket, I want you to elect me, and I will stop single-handedly. I will stop gun violence. I will cure cancer. I will make sure nobody eats any live puppies. and of course, if any of those things don't come true, I'm going to eat it later.
That's right.
I just I'm tired of it, and we
Yeah.
got what, another week or two before
I think
the
about 2 more weeks, I think.
yeah, the election's coming up, and it's important to vote, but man, they really make you hate the thought of voting.
Yeah, I already voted, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm still getting the mailing.
yeah, that's gonna keep going. Um, so that's all I want to say about it. I'm not promoting any particular left or right because I'm
Hmm.
finding issues with both sides,
Yeah, right.
and
It's true.
that's all I'm saying about that. And of course, we dropped some viewers now since we started talking about politics. So anyway, enough of that. Uh,
Switch gears.
what's going on with you? You went traveling. You saw some family. You went up
Yeah, so
north.
I was up in Maryland and I was there for about 10 days.
Yeah,
Probably a week too long, but
a week too long.
it was. There's really nothing I want to see up there anymore. I mean,
Is it small town in Maryland or
I
the big
wouldn't
city
say
in Maryland?
that. Well, it's not really a big city, I guess, but it's spread out. I mean, I got around a lot. Towards the end of the trip, I started doing things because I'm there, and then my sister goes, "You want to go see a Caps game?" I'm like,
A what game?
Capitals
Oh,
hockey.
okay. Hockey?
Well, she works for a company that has a box there.
Box seats?
Yeah.
Nice.
So she goes, "Oh, those tickets were already taken because if we had thought about it earlier, the trip, which for some reason she goes, oh no, my brother's here, I can't do that." And, instead of going, oh, let me see if he wants to go. I didn't even know she had that. And she goes, oh, would you like Iron Maiden? I was like, yeah.
Yeah. You,
So
you,
she got 2 tickets.
you
So we
and
went.
heavy metal music. Yeah,
So we
that
went to
was a
Iron Maiden.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I wanted to see him down here, and I didn't get tickets, and it just happened to work out. If she had mentioned it earlier in the week, I could have seen Smashing Pumpkins too. I would have gone just to get out.
Well, you can smash pumpkins all week if you want.
Yeah,
Halloween's
right.
coming.
It's in
Halloween. You
the,
can smash pumpkins all you want.
but no, I got to go see Iron Maiden, which
Nice. How they
I
doing?
enjoy.
How are they
Oh,
doing?
great. Oh man.
4 decades later.
Well,
Three, four.
the drummer is 70.
Phew, wow.
How he can play a 2.5 hour skit the way they've done always, I don't know, because I'm just like, ooh, you
Fake.
gotta get tired.
Yeah, but they're athletes,
Yeah, they're pretty fit.
they, when you do it one thing all your life,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
yeah,
sure they have trainers and stuff, that kind of come with them to make sure they don't. Because yeah, and they sounded great. They really
yeah,
did. It
yeah.
sounded great. The show was good. Um, so yeah, that was kind of fun.
Oh, what was
Had
that?
it.
Who passed this year? Did Eddie Van Halen pass this
Yeah,
year? Was
he
it
did.
this year? Earlier
Yeah.
this year?
Yes, I believe it was this year.
Yeah. Um, yeah, there's a
Yes,
guy
he
who
did.
could still, I think he was still performing,
Yeah, he
you
was
know.
way too young.
Yeah.
Way too
But
young. It's cancer, so
yeah.
that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
But yeah, so I was
especially
like,
now that there's some sort of cancer pill about to hit the market.
oh
Well,
really?
maybe not about to hit the market,
Yeah,
because you
I
know,
hadn't heard about that.
yeah, something about it kind of blocks, surrounds the cancer cells and
Huh?
blocks them and keeps them from propagating, I guess. Or,
Interesting.
I don't know if that's how,
I
but
mean, as far as I've heard, and I don't know what the truth is because I'm not a doctor.
yeah.
Is everyone has cancer cells in you. It's just when you activate them somehow. So that's what they
Uh,
say. You have the capability to have it at any point in
yeah,
time.
yeah,
It's kind of crazy. So,
yeah,
but I think in his case, and even the singer for Iron Maiden, he had
yeah.
cancer in his throat.
Oh
He's
man,
probably a smoker,
probably a
but it
smoker.
didn't seem to affect his voice. He sounds
I
pretty
I
good.
heard someone the other day, and it was all of a sudden I heard that robot voice, and I kind of looked over my shoulder, and this woman, she was putting
Oh, the
her
where they got
finger
the.
in her
Oh
throat,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and it was
That's
like, wow,
that's hard.
well, at least you have a voice,
True.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It
The last
sucks,
few years of my
holding your
dad's
throat. You
life, he
probably can't
didn't
go
really talk.
swimming.
Probably
I
not.
don't know. Yeah.
I do.
Can you go swimming? I'm
Uh,
not making light. I'm not
no,
making
no,
fun. I'm just
probably
saying you
not.
probably can't go swimming if
I would imagine if
you
because
you got
I
a
would
hole in your
imagine you.
throat. It's like a mouth you can't close.
Well, yeah, because you figure you got enough water in there, you're gonna have problems with something.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So yeah, I had a good time.
yeah.
We actually I sent you one picture. I don't know if you got it or not. You didn't reply, but it's like you didn't
I
want to talk to me when I was
don't
away.
know.
But me and my sister went to the Shenandoah Valley,
Right.
and we went up in the mountains, and oh man, it was so beautiful. The trees were, I mean, everywhere. Beautiful trees, just fall and dropping all their leaves everywhere. And we actually walked up into the mountain and got up on some of the rocks so we can get some other pictures. And
Yeah.
we had a good time. It was fun. Little hiking
Well, that's
trip.
cool.
If she didn't have to do something on Saturday, we were going to go up to Sugarloaf Mountain, but we just didn't make it.
Sugarloaf.
So
See, there where I grew up,
yeah,
there is a Sugarloaf Mountain too. There
really,
must be one in every northern state. Anything north of
maybe. Yeah,
Sugarloaf Mountain,
it's called Sugarloaf Mountain.
So yeah, there's. I'm trying to, you know.
I don't know if I ever went there when I was growing up, other than I was near it, because there was a family that my dad was working on their house. Uh,
Hmm.
so I know about where it was at, but it's been so long, kind of losing track of the roads and stuff. And on Sunday, I went to a car show with my brother.
Yeah.
Well, my brother rebuilt uh, his car. Beautiful car.
What kind of
Beautiful.
car is it?
It is it's not a Camaro. What was that model again? See if I can remember.
Okay, the show
I'll
is
look it up.
waiting. This is a live show
I
now.
know. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that one.
Yep.
uh, but yeah, it's a nice car. He did a body off restoration where
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
and this thing probably took him 15 years to build.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'll get back to you on that one when I find it.
That's all right. Um. Well. So, what am I missing here? I tried to do a promotion here, and of course I'm like, oh, crap, I can't do it right. Oh my
And it
god.
was nice, and I loved it because of course, I'm on vacation and I'm just getting paid left and right. So I'm
Saw
like,
the
going, woohoo!
foliage,
Oh God, it was great. It was so beautiful.
and then you got some of your family members kind of signed up to
I did.
BSAPs, and
I did.
are they
I
making
taught.
money yet?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
great.
got. So what was funny is I'm in the Iron Maiden concert, and I kept having trouble for some reason. I was popping a message, and he wasn't getting it. So it finally got it, and then he sent me back the information so I could, because I can't pull the wallet address out of my app. It's kind of embedded in there now, and of
Right,
course, I don't know where it is now.
right.
It's been so long, so I needed that, and then I got her started. And God, I probably didn't even send it to him until after midnight. He still got it in for the next day, so that was kind of cool.
Okay,
Sometimes
okay.
I see where you get too late, and
I'm about to re-up in one of my accounts or both of
nice,
my accounts. Probably just one. I'll take the light one and re-up on that one and get a little bit more, which is gonna commit me to 20 more weeks.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
man, I like where my
yeah.
and I'm using the money that I've gotten paid in dividends. So my
Mm-hmm,
investment,
mm-hmm,
my personal, my out of my pocket investment
mm-hmm,
is my original one. And then of course if I double down,
mm-hmm.
I'll double the payment back.
Sure,
So
sure.
I'll be so much faster in
Oh yeah,
dividend.
we've already reinvested hers. Yeah.
I was talking to one of my guys, Rob. You've met Rob. So
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Rob, and he was like, "Oh yeah, send me the link." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I need to kind of figure that part out, how to forward the link first." But then this other guy that was with us, he's a few years older, and I was like, He's like, yeah, sounds, just
Sounds
sounds,
fishy.
sounds fishy,
Yeah.
and we start talking. We start talking about Ponzi scheme. I'm like, yeah, sounds like somebody's not getting paid.
Yeah.
Like, where? But this is social media. This is, if someone's not getting paid, if someone's getting screwed, what happens if you get screwed? You're going to talk about it. You're going to
Yes.
say, that person, beware.
Mm-hmm.
In this day and age, Ponzi schemes you couldn't really do just
Mm-hmm.
because everything's so instant social and you can burn yourself down fast by
Yeah.
just kind of screwing one person over. That person's likely going to talk about it and say, look, this, and of course, you go in the chat room for both of these, traders, and
Full of
there's
payments.
50 people posting twice a day or once a day saying, got paid. Thanks for the payment. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Got paid. And I haven't even done that yet, but that's a lot of people posting.
Mm-hmm.
That means that there's a lot of people getting paid, which means it lessens the idea that someone's getting screwed.
Yeah.
And I think, hey, if someone gets screwed, then we all get screwed. And
Yeah.
and you know what? I'm almost I'm about a week away from being screw proof, which means I'm playing with the house's money.
Yeah.
And I like that. Meaning I'm about to get all my investment back. Now, what I choose to do with that is on me. But
Yeah. Correct.
I'm at a point where I think my Novatech has doubled
Oh,
in
nice.
size, more than doubled in size, which means I've doubled my money there. And of course, every penny I've put into between Austin and BS apps,
Mm-hmm.
I'm about a week from breaking even, which
Nice.
means I've gotten all that money back. Now I'm at flat zero, and yet I'm still getting payments every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how is that not awesome?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So
I like it. I was on vacation getting paid.
yeah, and why not? And I've told a few people since then, and they're like, really
Yeah.
excited. You're really doing that? You got to show me that. My kid, he just tells me, yeah, tell
Maybe.
me in December when you're still, I'm like, yeah, I'll be 2 months richer.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money that I'm, and yet, so,
So yeah, my sister signed up. She and she had a lot of questions too, which I
Yeah.
expect you to. I mean, if you don't ask questions, I'd be more scared.
it's a bit of a leap of faith,
It is.
sure.
It is.
So,
But like I told them, I said, look, start with $300. Don't
yeah.
put
Till you
in
feel good about that, and then you go, damn,
Get
I
your money
wish I
back.
had. Damn, I mean, I'm saying, damn, when you went 10 up on one
Yeah.
client,
Yeah.
one of these traders, I'm like,
Mhm.
now weeks go by, I'm going, damn, I should have done it with you. Damn, it's like saying, damn, I should have bought Bitcoin at $6,000.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay because this doesn't change. The
Mhm.
value doesn't change the return.
Nope.
It doesn't cost you more now than it did then.
Nope.
Because you're just you buy it in Bitcoin, you give it to somebody, they went and make little Bitcoin babies and send them back to you every day.
Mhm.
And
Still love to know how much
I don't
they
care
make
what
out
the
of it.
value of Bitcoin is
I don't either.
by doing this. That is just a channel of moving,
Mhm.
paying somebody.
Yeah.
And getting paid in return. I do like it when Bitcoin goes up after I've made a bunch of, I've got a bunch of Bitcoin in there and all of a sudden it goes up. What did it go up about? Bitcoin went up about
Up to 20
from
something.
18 to like 20.
Mhm.
So that's $2,000 out of 20. That's 10%. That means if there are $20,000 Bitcoin babies out there and you just made an extra 10% on your money. So,
Nothing wrong with that.
in a couple of weeks, yeah, I made it, my Bitcoin balance just went up 10%, which is not bad when I think my Bitcoin was about $3,000 and now it's like 3,300. So I'm like,
Nice.
I'm much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, now I'm only making, that only counts once. And if Bitcoin
Correct.
drops between now and when I move that Bitcoin,
Yeah. it'll be
then
back
I
down
will
again.
lose that
Correct.
newfound,
That's kind of a good way to play it if it happens to go up, and you're going to reinvest anyway.
yeah,
Might
but
as
it
well do it
really
then.
doesn't. I mean, as long as I'm doing something with that money, it's not just
Mm-hmm.
sitting there. Now, if it goes up,
Yeah.
great, but if it goes down,
Mm-hmm.
then then I've
Lost a great.
lost a little gain there. But Bitcoin really hasn't been moving more than 10% in either direction
Mm-mm.
for what,
For quite some
six,
time.
8 months, the entire year until December.
I'm here in
When it's
2023. There should be a big move, but we'll see.
okay, well, that's
Yeah.
good thing. That means all that other coin I've been holding on might
Should do the
actually
same.
going
Yeah.
up. You
Should.
know, okay.
Because even Doge and Shiba for a couple of days along with it, we're going up.
I'm good with that. So I don't see, and I'm actually thinking about, again, re-upping everybody, making sure I'm a little,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what I really like? Novatech.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I like it. Why? Because you just told me something about Novatech I didn't even know. That you can set it to automatic re-up.
That just happened recently.
Yeah.
I don't think it was there until like a week or so ago.
I haven't even been in Novatech. I was in it, I think Monday this week when I was just like, I got to move those funds.
You may want to try to get in and turn it on before Friday. That way you'll see if it works.
Yeah, either way, having it set to, because every Friday I'd have to go in.
Mm-hmm.
I'd see my 3%,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd go, what do I do with that?
Yeah.
Well, add it to the, roll it
Reinvest.
over.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, by doing that, it's been, I don't know if it's been 6 months or 4 months or whatever. I've doubled my money.
I think my buddy said in his 6 months it was just shy of doubling.
Yeah.
So
So
because
I
there was
guess I've
probably
probably been in
like
for
a 2%,
6 months.
in there, which as long as it's 3%, it hits it. I think
Well, I
if everything
started
was
at
like,
9, and then of course, making 12% a month,
mm-hmm.
So just rough, 12, 24. It's probably been 7 months, 8 months since we've been in it. I don't know. I have to go back and look. But I like Novatech because especially if I can let it auto up,
Sure.
I can just forget about it.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
what do
at
we
that point,
do?
yeah.
What do we say if you let Novatech and you do it for 2-3 years?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the numbers get crazy.
$1,000 can turn into $1 million. I think that's what we were talking about.
If it hits the 3%, I believe I'd have to calculate it again to be honest, but
Yeah,
it was a very, very, very healthy number.
yeah. It's the serious kind of $1,000. What $1,000 can do, earning 12% a month for the.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a calculator out there that can do that, but I gotta tell you,
Yeah, the calculation you
it's
would
pretty
do is actually
sexy
weekly.
because I'm not sitting there watching Novatech. It has nothing to do with whether Bitcoin value is. It's entirely letting these other people play around with the money and
How well
I'm
they
collecting
traded.
dividends. How well they're trading, and it's working for me. And if I can just put it in automatic mode and let it run for a year, I'm crazy to think what the number's going to be.
Yeah, right.
A year, 2 years, 3 years, because it's compounding that interest.
Yeah.
Man, that's such a sweet thing. And I would love to have BS apps and Austin be on some sort of an app or software.
Yeah, that would
Man,
be nice. I would like the visibility as well.
Now, how's KeyX trading going for you? I didn't get in yet, so
Don't hang on. Let me. I gotta check on them. I kind of lost track with them when I was on vacation, so
okay.
I gotta get back
I
in
know
there.
you were doing it. I know you had some positive results, but
I
if you're
have had
saying
positive results, but hold off because
something happened.
yeah. So and it's probably something I'm not doing, and that's why I want to double check before I.
Okay, so we'll
Because I
shelf
think
that
it's one of
till-
these deals where after X amount of time you have to reinvest. So I'll have to follow up with them probably tomorrow, and
Right.
sometime tomorrow I'll look into that and figure out what I need to what I need to
Okay.
do there.
Well, your money should be probably offline in an account.
Yeah, it's there. It's just, I
So now you have to figure out. And if
because I
you,
requested a withdrawal and I didn't get it. I'm like, okay, so what's going on? And then
oh,
and their chat thing, even though it says, "Oh, we reply immediately," uh, came back and said they weren't available, and they sent me an email, but I was kind of right before I was
traveling, yeah.
coming back, so I got to get back with them.
Figure that out. Let me know.
Yeah, well,
this week, next week.
because definitely that one has some definite pluses on how it
So
works.
anybody looking at KeyX trading at the moment, just kind of pay attention to whatever's going on. Make
Yeah.
sure the channels of communication are open.
Because obviously that's a website, so you really could never know what's up on the back end because you don't have full transparency. But I did invest into a new one. It's called Green, and I pulled out some money last week, and it runs for 4 weeks, and then I have to either pull it out or reinvest.
Oh, 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah. It's called Greenfield Trading. And like right now, and now every Saturday,
Is it a website?
It is. It's greenfield-trading.net. The minimum is 500. Right now,
Greenfield-trading.net.
my ROI for this week is 43.29.
I'm gonna do a screen share
sure.
here just to see if this is what we're talking about. Boom.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, let me get there now.
Does it have
wrong one. There we go. Now it's okay. Maximize. So Greenfield Trading. How'd you find this one?
through a referral. Someone that I've been talking to for quite some time. And
I see the word affiliate. Obviously, referrals are good. Get up to
obviously I
$500
gave
plus
him
stocks
some
and
commissions
trading
when I signed
bonus.
up.
Open an account today. Get up to $25. Made over 3,000. Okay. So
And it's
what is
similar.
this? What are they trading? Are they doing Forex? Are they doing something else?
I forget.
Bitcoin mining? Are they?
Yeah, I forget what they trade. To be honest, I would have to go back and look through that, but I believe they do Forex.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure.
Well, it's website driven, and they're paying in 30 days, but they're paying you daily.
So yeah, what happens is it runs for 7 days, and then it resets for 4 weeks, and then after the 4 weeks, the term is done, and then you decide.
What's the purpose of running for 7 days and then
Well,
4 weeks?
I think they do it so they can calculate for your whatever your profits are for the week. So on Saturday, I'll go in and I'll withdraw. I withdraw after the first week. It was only in there for a couple of days, and I think it was like $19 or something. But that was just because it had only run for a small period of time in that week. So this week will be a full week.
What kind of dividend percentage are you getting?
I believe it is 10%.
10%.
So yeah, because I'm at ROI of 43.29. And there'll be one more payment, obviously tomorrow on Friday, and then Saturday I'll withdraw. Looks like it's a little bit above that because it's 43. It should be, because 50 was what I would make at 10%.
Okay,
but I'm good with that. It's close to that. It's somewhere in that range.
So you bought in Bitcoin?
Yep.
And of course, are they holding your money in an account, or is it auto payout kind of thing?
No, I have to withdraw.
Okay.
Oh yeah, kind of spoiled with the other ones.
I know.
I do like them better when they do pay out automatically.
Here's the thing.
But you gotta watch
Austin
too.
and BS apps. I like the daily payouts.
I do.
In Bitcoin into my Bitcoin account.
Yeah.
Great. Love that.
Gives you options.
But yet on the flip side, I like a website with contact buttons and and all this kind of stuff. So, I'll just chat with our representative team. Questions, a phone number. Look at that, a phone
Hey,
number.
you like
What
phone numbers.
country is that?
That's UK. 44
UK. Okay.
plus 44.
Okay,
yeah.
UK. Greenfield. Okay. Well, I'll be happy to see what's going on there.
So yeah, you see more once you create an account and log in, because you can't even see the packages. And I don't know why they don't show them on the outside, but once you log in, you can see the actual
So that is it. Greenfield Trading
greenfieldtrading.net.
-trading.net. And we have not done a full test on them, but
No, I've only
it
done
does
one
look like
withdrawal. It was
something we're
only for a
looking
couple
at.
days. I'd kind of like to. I want to do the full month,
Right.
and if all that goes well, what I'll do is I'll put some additional money in and then run it again for another 4.
Okay.
So I'll increase it by X amount. I don't know what that number is going to be yet. I guess it depends on what I got available when that 4th week comes. And I'm pulling a lot of my money out right now just to pay off some debt. So
Yeah.
this week I should.
Which is what you should be doing.
Oh yeah.
Paying off your debt.
Oh yeah. I'm probably going to I'll have close to $5,000 of money on top of all the money that I have from my regular job.
Okay.
To pay off debts with. So it would be an interesting week when I pull a lot of that out of the
Loans,
water.
anything with a interest rate over what 10%, man, get out of it. Get
Yeah.
out of it. And, especially if it's a credit card that's likely over 20%,
Mm-hmm.
and they are just nailing you.
Oh, they're notorious.
Yeah. So that's the idea. I want to jump to another thing.
I'm
here,
like
but,
really close on a couple of debts though that I have the means to blow them out within the month, probably 1 or 2. I can probably eliminate 2 of them. Boom.
Right.
Which is also of benefit to me. So I'm playing the odds on how I'm going to do this. I may pay one of them off and then use the rest for credit cards, and then just the next month I'll pay the other one
Okay.
off and use the rest
Okay.
for credit cards. It's 10.5 dozen really, but I need to get those get them down and
Right.
on.
Okay.
Because I have great opportunities to get some business funding.
Yeah.
I think I can get all kinds of money. I just need to get that under control just a little bit. So
Got some business running around here tonight. Phil's over in
Uh-oh.
the back room talking to a possible client, which is an actual friend acquaintance of mine from about 15, 20 years ago. And so, hey, I just want to shake your hand. It's nice to see you.
Man, I gotta get your number, man. I was telling them about it. Well, I see you doing the thing.
Yeah, we're live right now, but we're at the tail end of it. We're gonna be live for another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna call it a night. But so yeah, this I'm interested in this Greenfield Trading. Yeah.
Yeah, so far it's looking good. So well, like I say, I've been. I have nothing bad to say about it at this point.
Oh, okay. What do you want? My number? Oh, okay. Hang on.
Yeah, that's.
Let's pause for a commercial break.
Yeah, that's true, Maria. The most credit cards are now over 25%. I mean, and even higher. I mean, that may not even be that number may be short.
I'll send you a Dropbox link. So you if you want those old vintage stuff, vintage pop.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely.
You taking off?
If you can stay away from the ones.
If you're hungry,
that
we
are
can go
high.
get something. Sorry, George.
No, you're good. Mute your mic.
You gotta go. Okay. Sorry. All right. Later, guys. The studio.
Now,
is-
Maria put a couple comments in there, and it's true.
Maria put comments. Hi, Maria. She's been traveling too. Most retail credit cards are now over 25%. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Have to be aware of what they are charging and do not use the ones that are too high. There she is. So Maria and her kitty cat post her chats. I'm putting you up there. I'm putting you out there.
The nice thing about a lot of the stuff that we're doing right now is, we are effectively building our own bank.
Yeah.
So at some point, in my case, probably pretty soon.
Right now,
I
I got a
won't have any
Bitcoin
debt.
bank. My bank
Yeah.
is here. It tells me up to the minute what my Bitcoin is valued at, and every day I get a payment, and it goes, oh, it gets bigger every day,
Yeah.
except on weekends. But you know what? We're working on that too. So,
Yeah. Saturday. This will fill that gap. Greenfield will
yeah.
give you a payment on Saturday. So
Oh,
that'll
they
be 6
do.
days
They
a
do
week.
weekends. They work
Yeah.
go
Well,
through the
Saturday is
weekend.
when you cash out. So
Oh, okay.
cash out on Saturday, and then that fits the 6th day.
This might be worth once I hear anything positive, like you got in, you made some money, you cashed out, everything's cool.
Yeah.
And it seems to be short term, 30 days.
30 days.
Okay, that seems pretty cool. It means you're not waiting around a lot for
Yeah. 20 weeks.
for 20 weeks, which is what we're in with BS apps. But you
Yeah.
know what? If it were short, we go, oh damn, I gotta re-up again.
I know.
I'm having a hard time every Friday going into Novatech and just clicking move that money over into that column, and
Yeah.
I'm having that kind of a hard time. And yeah, so well, I'm interested now. We're gonna put a holder on. I'm gonna put a hold on KX Trade and
Yeah.
not
Hold
do
on.
anything until I
I'll
hear
get back
from
with you
you.
on that one.
Make sure it was just not, kind of something silly. And as long as they're doing well, we will promote and wish them the best.
Sure.
Anyways, I was looking earlier tonight about some things, and here's what popped up recently. The thing is 10 best places. Maria, you should stick around for this. We found it on Microsoft's kind of browsing. The 10 best places to retire near water on a budget of $2,500 a month. So where are we at? Oh, it's been moving without me.
Oh, did it? It
So
went all the way through?
clearly, so monthly Richland, Washington. I have no idea where that is,
I'm
but
assuming
you
that's
know what?
Washington State.
Let's go. Let's find out where Richland, Washington is. Richland, Washington. I wonder if that's Washington State. Let's see
I
where
would
the Google
assume it
Maps
is.
sends us. All right, let's zoom. I'm gonna have to zoom out. I'll bet you it's northwest. Yep, Richland, Washington it is near water, the
Yeah.
Columbia River.
Oh, wow.
So Richland, Washington, kind of seems like it's out in the sticks. What monthly cost of living? $2,000. Livability score. We still haven't figured out what a livability score is.
Well, the other one we were looking at said 82 was one of the highest of the 10. So I'm assuming that's close to being, top notch, I guess.
Maybe 8 out of 10 or 80 out of 100 people feel like the place is livable. I don't know. I don't know what that means, really. And it says grocery expenses are 1.6% above the national average. Okay. That I understand.
Yeah, anytime you have to truck a lot of stuff in or get everything across the water.
That'd be nice to live on a river like that. It sounds awesome. So that was just one, and of course there should be 9 others. We're going to scroll through. Hey, Panama City. I've been there.
Have you?
I've been to Panama City beaches before. Again, monthly cost of living. Now, okay, this is not metropolitan anything.
Okay.
It is near Tallahassee. Oops, trying to scroll a little bit. It is somewhat near Tallahassee. I think it's probably within 45 minutes of Tallahassee. So that's the biggest city in that part of Florida.
Uh-huh.
And that's where our Florida government is pretty much Tallahassee. And $2,018 monthly cost of living. I can see that. See, now Panama City is
Maria's
really.
taking objection to that.
What's that?
She's taking objection to that.
Oh, the redneck Riviera. Let's not. I've been there. Here's what I love about Panama City beaches and the neighboring beaches. First, the sun rises and sets never over the water.
Really?
Well, it's a southern beach.
Okay, gotcha.
So the sun is always, following land. So it's weird. I remember spending a few days there one time. It was like a family get together thing. Rented a beach house across the street from the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and the beach house is on stilts just in
Yeah,
case.
of course.
Here's the downside of living in the Panhandle: flooding,
Yeah.
and not just hurricanes.
Mm-hmm. Just in
It's
general.
lots of rain. The everything gets flooded so easily there. I think
Even with
there
the
are
stilt?
hills, but yes, if you're near, that's why they build houses on top of stilts. The garage is on the bottom,
Yeah.
and your house is one flight up. And Panama City Beach, yeah, it's nice, but it is remote. That's what Maria said. Redneck Riviera. There's not a lot going on there. It's
Gotcha.
like a summer town, and well, I can equate that with living in Cape Cod.
I've never been there.
Okay, well, Cape Cod, much probably like a lot of northeastern cities, is a summer place to go.
Okay.
Okay, meaning in the winter, of course they have snow, but in the winter the place is like a ghost town.
Yeah, because they're big
So
fishing, right?
this is Florida, so Panama City will be, in the wintertime it's colder, but pretty much Panama City Beach is really quiet, small town,
Mm-hmm.
very remote, and there's not a lot of enterprising business going on
One
there.
strip mall with a pizza joint and maybe a.
Well, I mean, what is that? The Panama City, there's a military base there.
Okay.
Okay, huge military base there in that area. So it's really not a lot going on there. So you really got to love the beach, and the water is crystal clear blue. It's beautiful water.
Oh, nice.
You don't get that in like Cocoa or
Mm-mm.
Clearwater.
No.
And you don't get that. You get kind of brown, murky water, but
Yeah.
man, go north about 4 hours, and Panama City Beach, pretty nice, pretty cool, crystal clear blue water, nice.
Nice.
And it's Florida. It's
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, saying cost of living. Now we're not saying she's saying Redneck Riviera, so it's definitely cheaper to live there. Livability score just dropped down to 76. I have to wonder what that really means. Didn't
Yeah.
do the research on that. So Panama City makes it on the list. What else is next? Kennewick, Washington.
Oh, another Washington.
NCWIC. Kennewick, Washington. Let's kind of take a look at where Kennewick is. Probably, again, Washington State. Yeah. Oh, there. Oh, I had it. My typing skills. Kennewick, Washington. For some reason, Google pre-thought what I was looking for. Oh, and it's in the same
Neighbors for the
same
other.
area, pretty much the same. You know, I like that it's closer to Portland, but it's a Columbia River again. Columbia River, yeah, Columbia River.
Huh.
Kennewick, Washington. Doesn't look like a really.
I've never been out that way, so I don't really know what what it's.
I've been to Portland. Love Portland.
Yeah.
Love Portland. So I'm guessing, Kennewick, Washington probably has redwood trees and similar to Portland and all that. And yeah, so Kennewick, Washington makes it to the list. 1900 score of 79. A little bit better than one, less than the other. All right, living on the water, but it will be cold about
Mhm.
half the year. Actually, more than half the year because it's.
Oh, they probably get the stuff coming down from Canada.
All right, we looked at this one earlier. Metairie, Louisiana, gets a better livability score than Kennewick, Washington. Okay. So let's go Metairie, Louisiana. I'm just going to see if I can just copy and paste it. But I have a funny feeling Google will beat me to the punch. No? All right.
It's not listening to me.
Yeah. And Louisiana. Come on. Wake up. New Orleans. It's right near New Orleans, Metairie.
Hmm.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but
Well,
it's
I mean, that's
right
kind
near
of
New
another place that
Orleans.
you got to worry about flooding.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how they get such a high livability score.
You know, costs are below national average. Of course, you know, every big hurricane, they got to rebuild the entire place, much like parts of
Hmm.
Florida,
Yeah,
which are still being, you know, still a disaster zone.
still being fished out.
Metairie, Louisiana. I'm not sure I'm a Louisiana kind of guy. I like the idea. I've never been to New Orleans, but you know what? So I can't really say. I've been to Biloxi. That's the closest I've been. Been to Biloxi.
I went to New
It's
Orleans.
pretty quiet, small town area, Biloxi,
The
Mississippi.
livability score is a scale created by AARP that rates cities for 7 different categories of cost.
Oh, okay. So
Always
it
kind
just
of
basically takes all the basic needs of living, cost of living expenses, and you know, yeah. All right, so let's see. Temple, Texas. 75. Cost of living even dropped again. Temple, Texas.
I don't even know where that's. Texas is pretty big too.
I guess, you know, I gotta look hard on these because, you know, if I'm still making money, you know, that might be my only retirement. And right now that's so Temple, Texas. How north or how south is that? Waco. So south, kind of southern Texas. Well, south central. It's more central. Just south of Dallas,
Huh.
between Dallas and Austin. Austin, I hear great things about, so I'm really
Yeah.
kind of shocked that, you know, Temple, Texas makes it to the list. And of course, looks like they got a nice little water system there. Nice, fun. Temple, Texas. Just going to start skimming through some of these because, uh-oh.
Add. Gotta go one more.
Yeah, this is not sponsored by. Okay, San Angelo, Texas. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere central Texas again. Looks nice from the picture, but um, I just spent time in Dallas and about 4 or 5 days in Dallas, and it was okay. It was all right. Barbecue was good,
They have really good barbecue joints. That part I know.
and they have good Mexican food in Texas.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Something happened.
It means you got to the end and it's taken to the next.
And it bounced me out. I'm not sure we
Yeah.
saw 10. It could have just kind of picked it up in the, where else? Baytown, Texas, another Texas. Ooh, look at that. Looks pretty. Stop. All right. It really, 5 things to avoid buying at IKEA. All right. So we're going to be
Next
done
show.
with this. And I think that's pretty much the end of the evening here.
It is.
Remove the screen share. So, I guess if you have to live on a budget and you want to be near some sort of water feature,
Yeah.
but I don't equate. There are rivers and lakes everywhere on the planet, so I
Yeah,
can't
that's
really
true.
say living near water is like, ooh, I need to live near a river. I didn't live near a river my whole life. Um, you know,
I was kind of thinking that was going to be a major, like major ocean or something. But
yeah, I thought it'd be ocean cities, and there were a couple, sure.
I mean,
New
Florida could have
Orleans
hit the map.
and
There's
Florida,
water every
Panama
other
City.
block.
Yeah. So I just, I thought there'd be more ocean based. Of
Mhm.
course, that's it. You can't afford to live near the ocean anymore.
Mm-mm.
We can't all be like Maria, who lives near the ocean. And we just can't. It's too expensive,
Yeah.
And of course, that expense, you pay for it in millions because all those rich people in Southwest Florida that, lost their homes, lost their multi-million-dollar homes. Oh, I shouldn't even go there because a lot of people that didn't deserve to lose their homes lost their homes too.
Oh,
But,
yeah. For sure.
Anyway, that's the price you pay when you live near an ocean.
I mean, where
Yeah.
we're at, we're kind of in the middle, so we get the storms, but it's generally nowhere near. We got at least a little bit of roughage to go through before it gets to us.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I think that's all I got for tonight.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm not sure we'll have a show next week.
Yep, your turn to
I'll
travel.
be, oh yeah, I'll be road ready, on in South Florida. So I can't imagine
Gotcha.
an opportunity where I'm going to be able to do that. So
If it changes, we'll pop on. But
yeah. So anyway, that's all I got for tonight. Thanks, Maria, for your help in
appreciate
this
the comments.
comment section. We're gonna employ her full time.
Yeah.
She's managing all the social. We need somebody for this. So
Oh,
anyway, got more stories. Didn't get to them tonight. Hopefully, when we are back, we're going to all be in the studio. George is at his
Should
house right now, just because of, you know, people traveling. So
yep.
I will look forward to the next time we're together, and that's all I got.
We'll see you guys later.
I will, I'm going
See
to
you,
talk
Maria.
a little bit more. Good night, everyone. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the shares. And looking for the button. We're out.